Hello, my name is Dazell Mallory, owner and founder of Baywide Disability. You can contact me in the link below. In today's discussion, I would like to talk about COVID-19 and Social Security. As you may be aware, that right now, with the COVID-19 situation going on within the United States, that Social Security and a lot of businesses or governmental agencies are and have closed their offices to the public until further notice. This is not to say that they're not doing business. It's just that this is a temporary pause for all in-person business that needs to be conducted within Social Security. In this video, I'm here to help you understand 3 options that Social Security is allowing you to have while this situation is going on. Each step or situation that I'm going to outline that will help you understand which option is best for you. But the true way to determine which is best for you is to talk to your advocate, or if you call me to represent you, I will help you determine which is the best out of the 3 that I will be talking about. Let's get started. Number 1, the first hearing option available to you that Social Security is offering is what is called a telephone hearing. The second hearing that is offered is a video hearing. The video hearing is actually old, it's not new. This option has been available for quite some time. The third option that is available and is the least popular is a video or postponement of your case. Let's talk about these 3 options briefly. Option 1, the telephone hearing. The telephone hearing will be executed the same way as an in-person hearing, in that you will have your representative, the administrative law judge, and any witnesses you may have, and Social Security will give, meaning that it will be a vocational expert and or a medical expert. Now, in these different areas here, your witness, that same thing in a hearing, Social Security will call all of these various people on a telephone conference. Your expert is someone who you know, who knows your disability and can confirm that you are having these various severe medical problems that is affecting your ability to work. Second, the medical or vocational expert, their role in the Social Security is to determine your medical eligibility and or vocational eligibility. What does this mean? Well, the medical eligibility is that Social Security has this medical doctor that will go over your medical records, or has already gone over your medical records, and will testify whether or not your disability that you have applied to receive Social Security benefits is severe enough to determine whether or not you are able to work, and if not, that it's so severe that you cannot work and that you will receive benefits, or that you will not receive benefits because your disability is not severe enough according to the medical expert. Now, the vocational expert is the same as what the medical expert is, except that this person is not a medical doctor. This person is basically a vocational expert in determining whether or not your skills that you have based on your past or present work prior to you stop working, if you stop working, is valid enough that you don't have any skills that can be transferred to any present or past work. That's basically the goal or the objective of what the vocational expert will testify to. Now, as an advocate, it is his or her job to argue in favor that based on your disabilities, how severe they or it, meaning one, may be, that you should qualify for benefits. Now, the second option is the video hearing. The video hearing is actually the least popular because it takes a little bit longer, for one, and two, that most advocates don't have the proper security and or video equipment that Social Security actually authorizes for one to have a video hearing. So with this, it's very hard. And also, with the offices not being open, this basically means that your advocate or representative, along with you, cannot go to a designated place authorized by Social Security to actually do the hearing in person through video conference. So really, that only leaves you with two options, really, which is the postponement and the telephone hearing. Now, the third option is the postponement. The postponement is basically where you're asking for an extension to have your case heard at a later date. Now, a later date will basically mean until this COVID-19 is clear, totally cleared, or is basically lessening, so that Social Security offices will start to open again. So to make it easier to where a lot of these restrictions will be limited or will be relaxed. That's the summation of what this is. So keep in mind that when you're asking for a postponement, one of the downsides of this is that it's going to delay your case even longer. That can be a detriment because if you are already facing a severe disability and facing serious financial hardship, only thing that this is going to do is just extend the delay of your case until a date unknown. And that you really don't want to take that chance to. So when you look at it, your best option is to have the telephone hearing. Now, one of the drawbacks of the telephone hearing versus a video hearing is that it makes it harder for the judge to actually see you physically and see your actual ailments, and therefore has to solely rely based on the medical evidence at hand and not be able to see your disability in person and how that disability reflects your daily living. So it has its drawbacks and some rewards. Whereas the video hearing has the benefits to where if it was available, but as I talked about earlier, it takes longer, to where the judge can actually see your actual physical disability or witness it if it's mental. Now, something that's not talked about, and I want to kind of bring this up, is that one of the good things that has happened because of the Social Security offices close to the public and relying more on telephone hearings is that it has allowed the judges, when they're doing telephone hearings, to pay more attention to your case and more on the evidence and hear what you have to say versus seeing you before in person. So that is one of the benefits to that. So with that in mind, I hope that this brief video was helpful to you, and should you need any more information or need help with any Social Security claim pre or post, feel free to call me here at Baywide Disability. The number is 916-696-7961, or visit my website for a free evaluation at www.baywd.com. The information will be provided in the link below. And don't hesitate to subscribe to my future videos. Thank you, and have a nice day, and look forward to hearing from you for any possible business. And I work and accept claims nationwide for both children and adults. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day.